the fudge. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Welcome to another episode of that one show that you watch sometimes because you're a sucker. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have audio. I don't have that audio anymore. I don't have that audio anymore. Get the out of here with that. I gotta force myself to use this thing, so maybe we're gonna be a little lower tech, or whatever. I don't know. Let's just try something. I just realized something. Welcome back to another episode of the Best First Show on the internet. I'll be your host. My name's Manuel Chavez the third or the third, depending on how you know me. And oh boy, we are fighting right now. We're fighting with technology. You know, I used to just be able to set up voice meter and get my audio to play through the thing, but that just doesn't work anymore. I'm not allowed to do that shit anymore, apparently. So, we're just gonna have to take it down. We're gonna have to lose some shit here. We're gonna have to not use some stuff. I guess. Right? We can turn off a few things. I see. But yeah, you can you can catch live anytime you want. It is what we do here. We live stream. We talk about stuff on the internet or whatever. We're using different tools and technologies because we need to save money or whatever. But irregardless, it's nice to see you. Welcome back. Hopefully that you guys are ready to do this dang thing and whatnot. Hopefully you're ready to do the damn thing. We're about to do it, wherever it is. Although, man, you wouldn't believe how difficult it is sometimes to stream to multiple platforms. You would have thunk you would have thunk that it would have been such a simple endeavor. But nay, it is not. It's not. It's not already. But, oh yeah, what was I supposed to be doing? Oh yeah, that's right. I was trying to test the audio. I gotta do it we gotta do it the super lame way. What I call it, the lame way. I don't even know how to make it work. To be honest. Here. Oh, okay, it does work.
They cannot have a nuclear weapon. It's very simple. I'm not putting
Hear that
restrictions.
shit?
They
You hear that shit?
cannot have.
Tell me you can hear that shit. Tell me, please, God, for the love of God, for all things that is holy. Don't lie to me, though. You gotta tell me that it can't. Irregardless is not a word, man. I don't give a shit. Whoever you are, I can say what I want. Nobody cares anyway. But you could hear Mr. Trump talking. Hear the Trumpinator. Okay, good. Well, I don't care if it's in and out. I ain't fixing it again. It's good. Whatever it's gonna be, this is what it's gonna be. I don't even know if I'm gonna use OBS. The only reason I got the OBS open right now so I can see who sends me money. I love money. Anyway, so what's been going on with you guys? We got money. We got to shout out that one fool that sent us $20. Thanks for the $20, sucker. Anyways, what was his name? Ezekiel. Thank you, Ezekiel, once again for that $20. We appreciate your money. We like your money. I like money. Honestly, if you can't give love or faith, give money, right? Give money. Nobody wants to get a random fucking four wheeler for Christmas, right? Unless they're into that sort of shit. All right, so just think about that. Think about where people are at. Think about what they're living and what they're doing in their places. Okay, do good. Yeah, do good in your life, or not, or do bad. I don't know. It's not up to me to tell you what to do with yourself, but it is up to me, tell you, to tell them, to tell everyone that you should pretty much not worry about a thing. Hey, stop turning that down. No, we better not have to be doing this right now. I don't want to be turning that shit down. No, you're not allowed to turn that down. You ain't got no control over this. There's no button over here for me to noise. canceling and shit. Don't you fucking do that shit to me right now. No. Sorry, I'm fighting with the mic right now. It's doing some shit I don't like. It's this thing that I really, really, really hate where I just leave the microphone at 100% and leave it up. But for whatever reason, other programs are like, no, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. No, I'm going to turn it up a little bit. No, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. No, I'm going to turn it up a little bit. And you're like, fucking stop. Yeah. Yeah. And you don't even know how to change it now. You know? Don't do it. It did it. It's doing it. Where's it coming from? I don't even know. It's doing it on its own. There's no way to turn it off. I mean, how is the man supposed to live like this? You know? How are we supposed to live like this, dog? I don't understand, dude. I'm having a moment right now. I'm realizing that the more I get into this, the more I'm like, these are a lot of stupid problems, right? This is a stupid ass problem, right? Stupid fucking problem. No, nope. Yeah. What now? What now? You ain't gonna give me a button? I'll turn it off myself. Anyways, sorry. Me and the computer were having some trouble there. I'm sorry that you had to see that. You son of a bitch! It just turned it way the fuck down. Are you kidding me? Right now, are you kidding me? Nobody gave you the option to do that. You stop it. You stop it. Stop it. You stop. You ain't got priority. You ain't got access. Can't do it. You fucking stop doing that shit. How am I supposed to treat that? Yeah, dude. Why are they massaging my noise gate right now? This is not cool, bro. Like, seriously? Rumble? You want to tell me how to run my microphone and shit? That thing keeps turning down. Like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to do this shit? Like, what the fuck? It's turning down on its own. It doesn't do that when I'm not using Rumble Studio, but it's doing it when I'm using Rumble Studio. Why? Why is it doing that? I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. It's just like, here, let me turn it up for you. No, I gotta turn it down. You're yelling. No, I gotta turn it back up. You're yelling. So, I just want you to do the you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? No, you didn't understand any of that. I didn't understand any of that. I guess that's kind of the point, right? Because they're like an option for this shit. It's allowed to mess with the camera, but is there like a fucking thing? MIDI reprogram? No fucking way, bro. Like, are you kidding me, dude? No, I don't have an option for it. I don't have enough. I don't have an option for it. Yeah, dude. They're just auto noise gating me. They're like, we don't like your show, man. You only got one viewer on YouTube. All your people over on fucking YouTube, we don't give a shit about your problems. Like, seriously, Rumble? What's up with the Mossad and the noise gate? Like, why you gotta Mossad my noise gate, dude? You're gonna force me to use your program and then I can't even get my microphone? It just turned itself down to 28. It turned itself down to 28. Like, look, watch this shit. You're gonna watch this shit with me. We're just gonna sit here and watch this shit. Be like, look at this. See, my microphone's a 28, and then I'm gonna go, shwee. Oh wait, no, it's fighting me. Swing. Okay, we'll just sit here, wait a little bit. Hey man, I put it at 100. That's where I want. That's where. Oh no, 76, 73. Who did it? Who's doing it? I don't know who's doing it, but fuck that guy. That's what I'm saying. Fuck whoever's doing that. You're gay. You suck. I don't like your face. Everything about you is a lie. See what I mean? Like, what is this? What is this? Why? Why you do this? Why you do this to me? Why you do this? I mean, it's not even in exclusive mode. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I can't even do a show like this. How am I supposed to have a terrible ass show? Wait, I mean, I guess I could have a terrible ass show. The one thing that I care about is you guys being able to hear me and my voice not going in and out like garbled and shit. But I mean, according to Rumble, this is what I gotta do, right? I'm not allowed to have a voice. I'm not allowed to be loud. Can't lock it in. You can't lock it in. I'm sorry, my friend. You suck. Yeah, seriously. What the fuck? Dude, is that a glitch or some shit? I don't know, man. I didn't make it. I don't make up the rules or whatever. I'm just showing you what happens. How am I supposed to fix that? You know? What the fuck? Like, so it's Rumble Studio. I know it's Rumble Studio, right? I know it's this shit. I know it's this motherfucker right here. But guess what? I ain't got a button for that. You know, if I go over here, no, it just says wrap up and leave. Pack it up. That's all they want me to do is pack it up. You know, the Rumble's just like pack it up. Feedback. FAQs. Let's see. Is there anything else in here? Audio? Anything audio related? Nope. Guides, how to run a Premiere and shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys are super fucking fancy. Your shit sucks. Anyways. Yeah, we could call it Glitchcast, baby. I could do that. I could change it to that name. We could change it to that name if we wanted. But even here, you know, like I disabled the audio program or whatever, so now I only have the one mic, right? But you know, is there like a button that I don't know about where I turn off? Because normally in all of the other studios that I've used ever, right, I got an option to like turn that shit off or whatever. But no, I can't do a show until I figure this out. I don't even want to tell you how long I've been fucking with all this bullshit. And I thought I had it figured out, but no. Oh, I want to die. What is this button for? Stream redirect. Okay. Does anybody else know a button or whatever? Oh wow, it just took me to the Rumble video. That was cool. Does it take you to the YouTube? Woo! It does tell me. Does my voice not sound bad though? Am I just freaking out about nothing? Should I just give in and let Rumble control me? Because that's what I'm asking right now. That's what Big Papa Pump is asking you. And yes, I call myself Big Papa Pump or whatever. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't think about it. Just go with it. Big Papa Pump. Just no. Yeah, no, definitely not. I'm not yoked. If I was like a big bodybuilder motherfucker, then you could probably call me that and get away with it. But right now, no. Right now, no. You know, honestly, I'm just gonna deal with. I can't fix it. I just can't fix it. Can't fix it, and I just have to deal with it. I just want to cry. Oh yeah. So, what was the show we were supposed to be about today? Oh, the Middle East, Gaza, the United States of America, Israel. Or wait, no, MIGA, dude. Okay, so you know, I voted for Donald Trump. This is what I voted for. Just like I used to tell the Democrats when they voted for Joe Biden, I was like, "This is what you wanted, motherfucker." And now I got to look at myself in the face, and I'm looking myself in my. I can't look at myself in the face, but I can look at the webcam and then see my face. So I'm looking at you, fat boy. You did this. You did this shit, bro. It was me. Yay! Good job. We did it, guys. We beat anti-Semitism. We beat anti-Semitism. Right? We beat them. I look like you trying to install Kali Linux the other day. Come on, installing Kali Linux is easier than this. What do you want me to do? Is like invent a button to turn. I have to like invent a button. I have to like see the source code and then come up with the way of turning off the noise reduction or some shit. It ain't possible. It ain't gonna happen, bro. Dude, I ain't that good, son. I ain't that good. But you know what? The United States, we're fixing a lot of things, man. We're fixing to be Israel's number one fall guy for everything, right? We're backing him up on everything. We're pulling out the chair. We're pushing it in. We're being gentlemen. We're showing everybody who daddy is. So you know what? Guys, honestly, do you want to die? Are you looking to die? Then don't learn Hebrew. But if not, I was telling everybody they should learn Chinese. So, you should add Hebrew to the list. Learn Chinese, learn Hebrew, or whatever, because that's what our future's got to hold for us. You might as well, buy a yarmulke now, get down, maybe you'll be able to get by, come up with the cool Jewish name to call yourself. We're going to have to live. We're going to have to live like dogs and cats and bastards. Anyways, so let's watch this video that I was supposed to show you guys earlier, but then I didn't show you guys. So now I'm going to show you. Gee, what the since when are notifications on and making big ass fucking noises on my computer? God, if it's like not one thing and the other thing, yo, motherfucker, are you kidding me? Yo, motherfucker, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You stupid. Oh, wait, I gotta click it and then click the little thing. Oh, this is super. This is super good. So, anyways, Jason A put out a video today. The Middle East Bible prophecies as ever closer to coming true. And honestly, I don't disagree with them at this point. This shit is fucking nuts, bro. I would not exactly was not on my book.
Weapons. Very simple. I'm not putting restrictions. They cannot have one thing. They cannot have a nuclear weapon. And if I think that they will have a nuclear weapon, despite what I just said, I think that's going to be very unfortunate for them.
On one hand, you'll have the president of the United States seeking a continuation of this peace agreement, an ability to move forward. But within Israel, there's an understandable sense that this is not over yet. Hamas has not been destroyed.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangers.
You realize...
Okay. That's some crazy-ass shit right there. Let's just be real. That's some crazy shit he said right there. Like, we're going to own the Gaza Strip. We're going to own it. So, like, do we have to kick all of the people out to own it? Like, if we're going to put people on the ground to do all of that, like, why they got to leave? Why can't we just build, if we're going to buy it and make it a better place, why can't we just build it up for them? Not a lot of that shit's making sense all of a sudden, It really feels bad, honestly. It's not exactly what I was looking forward to in the scene. Not what I was expecting, but even then, it doesn't seem like he had said anything about that to Habibi, because the way that he was looking at him, kind of like, "What are you saying right now? Oh, you're gonna own it, right? You're gonna own it." He didn't seem too pleased with that. I guess it didn't seem like he was happy with that. But I'm saying that we should take back the Holy Land and it should be ours. And by ours, I mean Christians. And Jews, I mean, we know you're still going to be around and shit like that, but There will be a day you go to Jerusalem as a Christian and not be spit on.
As Trump has been in office now for 15 days, and his first foreign leader visit in the Oval Office is with the Prime Minister of Israel. That sends a signal not only to the people of this nation, but to the Middle East and around the world that this is obviously very significant to President Trump and to his administration.
Whether Donald Trump is ignoring history, ignorant to it, or indifferent about it, he is the American president. Maybe it's all a negotiating ploy. Whichever it is, he is rewriting the rule book again, and this time with the future of Gaza at stake.
You gotta think about that. That's not wrong, bro. The future of Gaza is at stake. And it could be our future. Oceanfront property. Come on. It's free real estate. You got all those people walking around with the free Palestine flags around there. Donald Trump's going to keep seeing that shit. He's going to free associate that shit. You know what I mean? You got to watch what you're saying. If they were saying free Israel, he'd be fucking trying to take that shit too. But honestly, this just feels insane. You know? It's insane because we're just kind of going off of like, well, fuck the UN, screw all you Middle Eastern countries or whatever. This is what you're gonna do, and I mean, it could work, right? It seems like a really big gamble, but honestly, it's hitting every side kind of weird, bro. This is weird, son. It is not weird, or it is not natural. Doesn't seem normal at all. Like, what? Mr. Blacksmith put a Disneyland over there? You want to put a Disneyland in Gaza? Bro, have you been to Disneyland and some of the other places in the world? I hear it's shitty, dude. I hear like Disneyland sucks in Japan. And you know what? I'm not just saying that because I want to get a free ticket to Disneyland Japan or whatever. But it ain't like we got the numbers for that anyway. Just saying. Just saying. You know, they're going to put in a Walmart, Best Buy, a Costco, fucking... They're going to have a bunch of fucking things. It's going to be like Rocky Point meets Cancun, but instead of a bunch of Mexicans, it's going to be a bunch of Palestinians working the bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be tight, bro. It's going to be tight, dude. And you know what? Sure, you might have to worry about a Hamas uprising or insert whatever new fucking thing comes in, but I mean, it could be good for America. I'm just fucking with you. I think this is crazy, bro. This is nuts. Texas Roadhouse in Gaza, bro. Just go eat some Texas Roadhouse. And then pop on over into Jerusalem on a visa. And go check out the Holy Land, bro. That'd be sick, dog. Go eat some bacon. And then fucking walk into Mecca and check some shit out, bro. That would be dope. It would be dope. East Florida, right? East Florida. That'd be cool, dude. It could be. We could do it, dude. We're America. We could do whatever we want, apparently. We got Donald Trump at the helm, man. You start swinging for the skies. I mean, all those Jews threw all that money at Donald Trump, and it's paying off for them right now. They're like, well, maybe it's paying off. They thought they were just going to get Gaza free and clear. I don't think that they were expecting that we were going to be owning that shit because, you know, why the fuck would we give up all of that gas and oil to Israel, right? No, it's going to be for us. We're going to rape the land and take all of the nutrients and shit. Fuck that up real good. And then you might be able to have it, Jews. It'll be like the Panama Canal. Check it out. You know, it'll be great.
And interestingly, those were some of the same characters who, in 2017, when the president made the announcement about the...
Oh my God, like a fucking tunnel exploration ride? That would be so sick. I would take that tour. You go underground and you're in the tunnels and they're driving you around in carts and shit like that. And it's like, you know, the Auschwitz Museum, but, you know, you're going under there and they got like fake Hamas guys hiding around the corners with like, yeah, it'd be sick, dude. That would be sick.
Move of the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, we're insisting that the sky was going to fall and the streets were going to run with blood, and Israel didn't want this to happen and would be attacked. And again, these are talking points from the far Israeli right. Well, that didn't turn out to be the case. Ambassador Friedman and President Trump and Jared Kushner moved that embassy at warp speed, and there was peace in Jerusalem that day. Now, CNN, which you showed riots in Gaza miles and miles away, but Jerusalem was at peace that day. It was a great day for Jerusalem. It was a day of truth, and I think that's what today was at the White House. And as you say, what President Trump is offering the Palestinians is what he has always offered them: peace through prosperity. He wants them to have a better future. It's theirs to take.
You know, the Middle East has been unstable for a long time, but I think,
yeah, Palestinians, just give up your land and move into a foreign country and everything will be okay. And then Jared Kushner and I can build hotels and shit on the ruins of your home. It'll be great.
I think that we can all agree that during the 4 years that President Trump was president, that it was safer and that Iran was neutralized to an extent until the last 4 years, the prior 4 years, when Iran became much more viable, much more dangerous.
Why is it you're unhappy to sign it if it's Iran and their proxies who have threatened to retaliate against you and your team by killing you guys for taking out Soleimani?
Well, they haven't done that, and that would be a terrible thing for them to do, not because of me. If they did that, they would be obliterated. That would be the end. I've left instructions. If they do it, they get obliterated. There won't be anything left. And they shouldn't be able to do it. And Biden should have said that, but he never did. I don't know why, lack of intelligence, perhaps. But he never said it. If that happens to a leader or close to a leader, frankly, if you had other people involved also, you would call for total obliteration of a state that did it. That would include Iran.
The reaction from the gathered audience reflected the enormity of what he'd just said.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too.
He had just announced the takeover of...
And we will do it.
Look at that man's face. This guy's like, he doesn't give two shits. But this chick right here was like, excuse me, sir? It was like, what? Oh?
Do a job with it, too.
He had just announced the takeover of Gaza, owning it, occupying it. It wasn't clear, and it certainly wasn't expected.
You are talking tonight about the United States taking over a sovereign territory. What authority would allow you to do that? Are you talking about a permanent occupation there? Redevelopment?
I do see a long-term ownership position, and I see it bringing great stability to that part of the Middle East and maybe the entire Middle East. And everybody I've spoken.
Look at this guy. He's like, what? Yeah, but what do you mean ownership, Trump? What do you mean? What does that mean? Ownership? What are we gonna buy it off of them? We're gonna be like, all right, look, Palestinians are gonna get you guys cleared out of your land. We're gonna pay you a bunch of money, and we're gonna build you new houses and shit in these countries. And then you go live in them, and you don't own this place, and you don't come back. And we're gonna build hotels, and it's gonna be awesome. And then maybe you can come back and get a job, but you gotta, get the fuck out. Yeah. Renamed to the America Strip. That would be sick. The America Strip, U.S. of Gaza. The 51st state, Israel, Gaza. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I like it, though, because it's really going to be positioning us in a really good place. Like, we take over Gaza, we develop it, we get a bunch of military bases going, and then we just fucking take out Israel real fast, right? And then we take it over. Yeah. Never going to happen.
Spoken to. This was not a decision made lightly. Everybody I've spoken to loves the idea of the United States owning that piece of land developing and creating thousands of jobs with something that will be magnificent.
It's not clear who he had spoken to, but even Sky sources close to the top of the Israeli.
Look at this guy right here. This guy was about foaming out the mouth. He thought he was like, dude, no, that's our land. We're the chosen people. It's our land. You can't just take what's ours. And I mean, it kind of sounds like, exactly. Gaza State University. That could be something, dude. Sending all of our people over there. We'd have a bunch of Israeli fucking guys fucking terror attacking us and shit all the time. Be like, it's really weird, man. We cleared out all the Palestinians from Gaza, and now terrorist attacks are still happening, but it's not the Americans that are doing it. It's super weird.
The government did not know about the idea.
We thought the terror attacks would go away, but like they just kept happening.
And despite trails of other plans for Gaza, this one came from nowhere.
And I don't want to be cute. I don't want to be a wise guy, but the Riviera of the Middle East, this could be something that could be so bad. This could be so magnificent.
Riviera of the Middle East.
Perhaps tellingly, Netanyahu did not pass particular judgment on the idea.
No, it's been another momentous day in, I would say, the most momentous first 2 weeks of any president's tenure.
Momentous.
And today we heard President Trump come out and say what no American leader has had the courage to say before, which is that the United States is willing to step in here and play the leadership role we need to play. The situation in Gaza is untenable. What happened on October 7th of 2023 cannot happen again. And the only way to ensure that is to break the paradigm, to create a new mold. And I think that's what he was proposing today in concert with Prime Minister Netanyahu.
So I'm signing this, and I'm unhappy to do it, but I really have not so much choice because we have to be strong.
Why do you think he's got not so much choice? We got to do it. I don't want to do it, but we're going to sign this thing on Iran, and we're basically going to say Iran is a bad boy, and they're no longer able to play at the table, and yada, yada, yada. Yeah. We're just going to take it. We're just going to take it. And then at the same time, he's still pressuring Iran, which is the number one thing that I think Netanyahu has been trying to go after for as long as I can remember. Jesus Christ. So, we're positioned right now to be MEGA number one. And I mean, sure, all of this other stuff that Trump is doing allegedly or whatever, all these investigations that are happening via Dodge may or may not come to fruition, but we're moving into some other completely different territory to the point where if the United States takes Gaza, that's going to embolden the Israelis and they're going to start building that third temple, right? And it's going to be Islam be damned. We're going to do this. And, oh, yeah, we got the United States over here with their foothold of power now. So either way, it's looking really good for them. Looking not so good for us because it feels like they're going to be pushing us to basically, I don't know, man, just be. I mean, I get this. That's U.S. expansionism. This isn't exactly what anybody, put on the table. I didn't put this on the table. Shit.
Long and firm,
not on my fucking cards.
And I hope that it's not going to have to be used in any great measure at all. They cannot have a nuclear weapon. With me, it's very simple. Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. We don't want to be tough on Iran. We don't want to be tough on anybody, but they just can't have a nuclear weapon.
So, David, I think the question is,
which I guess that's okay. Iran shouldn't have a nuclear weapon, but I'm pretty sure that they already did, right? They were already working on that, weren't they?
How far or how much toughness will be placed on Iran? Like, will this be the end? Will there be conversations about whether or not it's necessary for a strike in Iran? I don't think President Trump has suggested he has an appetite for that.
No, that has been, failure is the word. For the last 50 years, Laura, we've been trying to make the Palestinians into something that they're not, which is a nation state. And until they build, they build institutions, until they build institutional memory, this simply isn't going to work. So reporters insisting that the president embrace a two-state solution, this has failed for half a century. And so I think what he is saying is we will not go down this path again. And the same people who told us that we couldn't get to peace deals between Israel and Muslim neighbors until we got to a Palestinian deal 10 years ago, they were wrong. These people are wrong too. And it has always been my hope there may be some Palestinians who say, hey, this is a good deal. The president is a businessman. He's a real estate guy. He knows a great piece of land when he sees it. Maybe we can build something here.
But tonight, especially.
Yeah, I agree with you, Bane. It looks like they're forcing that next Christian-Muslim war, right? The next crusade's going to happen. Except for this time, they're going to cede a little piece of Gaza to us so that we can use it as a staging point for war over there. And think about it. There's been plans for having a new byway or a new Suez-type canal place that's over there. I mean, think about that. They're just focusing it up, trying to get themselves staged up. No problem. And that's kind of scary, bro.
With this Gaza announcement or the floating of the Gaza proposal, how significant?
It's very significant for the president to host as his first visit Prime Minister Netanyahu, and to focus not only on Gaza and building the relationship between Israel and Saudi Arabia, but delivering this blunt, stark warning to Iran, which is now a nuclear threshold state with a pretty effective ballistic missile capability. That was about as clear a warning as you're going to hear.
That we want to make sure that Israel can exist in peace. Now, obviously, Israel is surrounded by enemies around its borders, but the United States will always be Israel's greatest ally.
And people have to remember that the Palestinian control of the Gaza Strip,
they didn't seem like they were our greatest ally doing the USS Liberty, but just saying,
is a recent phenomenon. People who aren't steeped in the history of the Middle East, as tumultuous as it is, and may think that, well, that how can you do this? This is a homeland going back. Well, no, this was recently administered as under the authority of the Palestinian Authority, but that stemmed ultimately from the Oslo Accords, Victoria, and we can see that unfortunately it has been an abysmal failure. And Trump doesn't like to see parts of the world failing that America has sent billions and billions of dollars to.
He just unlocked about $1 billion worth of major weaponry towards Israel. These 2,000-pound bombs that Biden had refused to Israel are now en route. Now, they're only there for one purpose. Israel doesn't need 2,000-pound bombs for any reason other than to attack Iran's nuclear facility. So, the signals are being sent. This is the classic Trump carrot and stick. You want to mess with me? Between the United States and Israel, especially after Israel just, flew into Iran a few months ago, destroyed all their air defense mechanisms, after Iran sent 300 ballistic missiles at Israel, didn't kill a single person. I mean, we know who's going to win this battle. So Trump's setting up the
definitely
stick
not Iran.
but he also he doesn't want to. And I don't think anybody wants to. I don't think Israel wants to either. If there's a way to,
Israel most definitely wants to. That nothing would please them more.
Verify Iran's permanent end of a nuclear arsenal, it's better for the whole world. And I think that's certainly going to be the president's preference.
Come on, guys. What's better for the whole world is better for Israel. I mean, what's better for Israel is better for the whole world. Right? Yep. That's an interesting Jason A video or whatever. Middle East Bible prophecy alert. Oh, my Lord. Just think about that stuff, man. Or at least you should be thinking about that stuff. Like, if Russia is rejecting proposals and Israel is moving forward with their shit, what do you think this move is going to make the Russians think, right? Like, what are they going to think? He's going to see this and he's like, okay, so, yeah. It looks like it's not my favorite thing right now, right? Oh, it looks like it's not their favorite thing right now. Shit, son. Shit. We're moving into what we would have to call troubled waters, right? Because this doesn't seem like anything normal. Definitely nothing from the original presidency that felt like this, right? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. You think Trump really bought the Mossad spy up and that Iran tried to assassinate him? Yeah, probably. I mean, he's still super chummy with Bibi, obviously. And you got to think, guys, like Trump is the guy that's pretending that he read all the JFK files and the 9/11 files that the government has, and he's still super big friends with the Israel. So, what do you think's not going to be in those things? Could you take a guess? Can you take a guess-a-rooney? Could you try to take a little bit of sense on that shit? I mean, maybe we're walking into some type of Armageddon situation. I don't know. But every time we look at it, it just seems like we're pushing farther forward into it. And it's a little bit scary. It's got to be scary to somebody. Should make you question things, should it not? Right? Like, if you're not questioning it, I got to question you and ask if there's something fucking wrong with you. Like, holy shit, dog. Like, things are obviously not in the way that people wanted it. Or, I mean, I can't even say people. It just seems like we're looking at this situation and it is weird. Weird. But it's like this stuff is happening right around other situations, right? Other things. And then the other things are just going to cause even more drama and chaos, which is great, I guess, right? I guess you could say it's great. Damn. Wait, dude, what the hell? Somebody subscribed on Twitch, bro? Mr. Yellow, dude. Mr. Yellow X subbed on Twitch? We had a subscriber on Twitch again. Yay. Well, thanks there, Mr. Yellow Guy, wherever you've been at. Unfortunately for Rumble, I don't have anything like that because their shit's whack, but it'll get there eventually. Ah, yes. The New York Times, though. They've published a nice story about Donald Trump and his order barring transgender student athletes from women's sports. Oh boy. That's going to cause a coup wave, right? There's going to be a lot of angry people out there about that one. I feel like that one's really going to store up the hornet's nest or the murder hornet nest. Or what do we call them now? I'm not sure what the PC term is, but yes, Donald Trump says no more. He said that schools that violate the order will jeopardize their funding. It is all over for them. And I mean, this has got to be the biggest hit to transgenderism since transgenderism. No more money. Damn, they're going to take their money. They're going to take their funny money. Wow. Yeah, I think that's going to drive them nuts, bro. That's going to stir up something deep inside some of these people. That's really going to bring out the demon in them, as it were, right? Because, I mean, with everything else that's fighting, most of the people that are doing the Free Palestine thing are the same people that are fighting these transgender. It just almost makes you wonder, like, when do these guys ever have any time to work? What do they have time to work? Yeah. Israeli air fuelers upgrading. Oh, they have an air force? Yeah, the Israelis do have an air force. What do you mean no sound? You didn't hear the sound? How did you not hear the sound? You not hearing the robot? Wait, you guys didn't hear the robot? Tell me if you heard the robot. You should have heard the robot. I mean, I got the tab selected for audio. Hold up. Beep. 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 Also share tab audio. Share. No more trans and girls sports. Yeah, so I don't know, man. It said the order also directed the State Department to push the International Olympic Committee to make similar changes at the international level by making eligibility determined according to sex and not gender identity or testosterone reduction, which makes a lot of sense, right? It's really going to, streamline the process, I guess it was, but it's really, really going to make a lot of people angry. I mean, trust me, bro. I've lost some Facebook friends ever since this election or whatever. I keep seeing folks that used to be my friends on Facebook commenting on other people's stuff, and I just keep coming in there and dropping like little tidbits and bit bombs and shit. But yeah, I saw a lot of posts about that. Yeah. Oh, you guys couldn't hear it, huh? That's lame. More lame shit. Read selection aloud. Nope, not reading it. Can't hear it anymore. Nope, sorry, can't hear it. Maybe it's a system sound. Wait, let's try one more time. Wait, no, fuck. Ah! One more time. Did you hear it? No? I don't know. You guys take forever to type in the chat. It's stupid. Actually, I think the chat is just slow. It seems like it's slower than what I normally get from the other things. Yep. Yeah. No more dicks on chicks. I mean, non-sports, not women's sports. Sorry. Trump said nah. He said nah. And he says the Trump administration is using the education department. Whoa, somebody named Doobie Doozy just did something in the chat. What is that? Who's Doozy Doobie? Wow, I guess he followed. Well, welcome to the channel, Doozy Doobie. Over there on Twitch. We're talking about the news. I mean, I guess it's sad, right? Like, it's really going to hurt people, but at the same time, I mean, I've never been a super fan of men and women's sports, right? And women and men's sports, vice versa. Like, I remember being in high school or whatever. We had this chick named Olga Martinez or whatever, and she was like, not going to say that she was a trans person, but she definitely wanted to do all the same shit that the boys did. And then she got herself on the football team. And then, yeah, it was like the first game or whatever. She got hit pretty hard. It went down. And then they didn't let her play after that or whatever because she got fucked up. But, back then we were trying to all be progressive and shit and be like, yeah, go fucking Olga. You can fucking do it. And she got fucked up, man. And then, people were trying to say, like, nah, you guys did that because you knew it was going to happen. We're like, no, we didn't know. We thought she was going to be all right. She wasn't, And that kind of colored me for the rest of the time. I'd be like, yeah, like, I love the ladies, but you know what? Men shouldn't be participating in the things with the ladies, even if they're identity or mental instability or mental faculties or whatever make them think that there's something else or whatever. Like, I don't know, man. Biology is biology, bro. The Trump administration is using the education department to carry out the policy by changing its interpretation of Title IX, the 1972 law prohibiting sex discriminations in programs that receive federal funding. The Biden administration had put forth the rule last year made discrimination or harassment based on sexual orientation or gender identity a violation of federal civil rights law, but a federal judge vacated that regulation, providing the Trump officials a path back to using the Title IX standards set in the Trump's first term. Interesting. So, it's not like it's just Trump doing this shit right now. We actually have a lot more going on here than meets the eye. We actually have Trump himself actually having a problem with that situation. You know what I mean? Like, we're not seeing the same thing coming from all of that, right? You can't see the same thing coming from all of that. And that judge basically vacating the earlier regulation that was set by Biden kind of opened it up for all of this stuff to move forward in the beautiful way that we're actually seeing it. So yeah, the bot's not working. Okay. So in a statement after the order, the Education Department Deputy Counsel Candace Jackson took up the president's call to action, saying the department would prioritize their Title IX enforcement. The president affirmed that this administration will protect female athletes from the dangers of competing against and the indignity of sharing private spaces with someone of the opposite sex, said Miss Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo! This is a wildly popular position with the American people, says Caroline Levitt, the White House press secretary, and told reporters appearing to cite a New York Times Ipsos from January, which 67% of Democratic respondents opposed transgender athletes competing in women's sports. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Are you okay with it? I don't think I'm okay with the man. I was never okay with it or whatever, It was hard enough having girls that wanted to play on the boys football team and shit like that, right? Or girl on the boys team for basketball and baseball. I mean, we saw all that shit happening during my time when I was in high school, right? And it was already hard enough on some of the chicks, right? So most of them wanted to play their own sports in the first place. But, adding this extra layer of craziness to it has really just made it, I don't know, more dangerous, more safe, more whatever. I don't know. What do you mean someone's messing with me? What do you mean they're messing with me? How are they messing with me? What are they messing with? What are they doing? What is happening? I don't know. It's fine, dude. It's whatever, son. It's whatever, bro. It's whatever. The change could compel athletic governing bodies such as the National Collegiate Athletic Association, goddamn, that's a big mouthful, to update their policies in order to comply. In January, the CAA's president called for greater legal clarity on the issue for regulators and indicated that the organization would tailor its stance on transgender athletes to correspond with federal law. And in 2022, the NCAA had adopted a policy for transgender athletes modeled off of Olympic movements, which takes a sport-by-sport approach to determine eligibility. I guess, a sport-by-sport approach to determining eligibility would make some people happier in that case, right? Because there are some things, non-contact sports, that's a little bit different, right? Like volleyball or fucking, what else? Golf, right? Those kinds of things. But, contact sports, I get that. I get that. But then again, I'm not an Olympic person. And it's really going to hurt the transgender people's feelings, man. They're going to be super pissed, dude. We got to look out for your trans folks, right? Got to be there for them. You got to be what do you call it? Got to be an ally or whatever. I mean, I'm not an ally. Sorry. Whatever. I want the best for everyone, and if you want to do weird shit, man. Just don't force everybody to accept all of it or whatever. Make it happen over hundreds of years like fucking normal people or whatever. Don't be stealing the LGBT people's thunder. They fought for that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. YouTube disabled live chat on your 65-inch smart TV. This sucks. Wait, they disabled your live chat? Well, that's weird. You could just chat from your phone while you're sitting on the couch. Or if you have a 65-inch smart TV, just stream the video from your phone to your TV, and then you just chat on your phone. Right? Is that how it works? Thought that's how it works. And then also 65 inches? 65 inches. This guy with the 65 inch, dude. Ooh. Sucker. Anyways, I got a 75 inch, so I could see everything. I'm being funny. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. There's always going to be another Black Friday deal, okay? There's always going to be another Black Friday deal. Unless the world goes to end. Oh, yeah, it was way convenient how bad the TV was. I liked having the chat on the side, too, but, yeah. That shit doesn't work right anymore. I got to use this Rumble thing if I want to have a chance to be a Rumble superstar or whatever, dude. I could be a Rumble superstar, bro, dude. This could be my chance, bro. I can't give this up. Honestly, conservative nonprofits and lawmakers are celebrating the order, praising the Trump administration's recognition for the two immutable sexes, male and female, and a rejection of any gender identity outside that binary. Yeah, that's super good. That's going to piss some people off for sure. No amount of activism, corporate pressure, or lies can erase reality. Men are biologically different than women, says Representative Nancy Mace, a Republican from South Carolina. In a statement, she said, this executive order restores fairness and upholds Title IX's original intent to defend the rights of female athletes who have worked their whole lives to compete at the highest levels imaginable. Yeah. Critics of the proposal to ban transgender athletes have pointed out to the harm it posed by categorically excluding a group of people from a school activity and the tide of misinformation overstating the scope of the controversies. Last year, Mr. Trump frequently wailed against transgender athletes on the campaign trail and embraced debunked claims whipped up on social media, including about a female boxer whose eligibility was challenged during the Paris Olympics over the false claims she was a transgender. Yeah. Damn, son, New York Times be spit fire over it here. I mean, what can they really do other than be mad at it? They can't really change anything. Yeah, dude. I feel bad for all the lawsuits you got fooled into chopping it off too, man. Whatever it was. I mean, that's the same thing that I used to tell all my other trans friends. Like, I had one dude, I didn't even know that it was a male to female trans person for like a year, like 2 years. I mean, not that I was like even noticing. Like, I don't check dudes out. I'm a guy. I mean, I check out the hot bitches. I was chasing other fine bitches over there, This one girl had some big old titty. Anyways, that doesn't matter. What does matter, though, is that, once I found out, I was just like, oh, well, yeah, it doesn't really change my opinion or anything. Just, not going to tell certain jokes around you, Because I don't want to hurt your feelings, right? Like, God. That's what I don't get by those people. It's like you can walk around eggshells on them and stuff, but then they draw these red lines in the sand, and if you cross them, you're the fucking devil. And that sucks, man, because I don't even like the devil, dude. I whooped his ass a bunch of times or whatever. You want me to whoop his ass again? I'm probably going to have to. It seems like his ass is coming back. Yeah. Yep. But you know what it brings in? It brings in the activism. It segregates a group of young children, bars them from something that other kids get to do and forces schools and teachers to pile on or risk their jobs. Yes. It's a moment where we need everyone to stand up and be vocal. And that's what Mr. Hack said. I'm not making that up. His name's Mr. Hack right there. Mr. Hack. So, are we mad about diversity getting taken out of different places? Are we angry about it? Because I don't feel angry about it, to be perfectly honest with you. Wait, okay, that's weird. I never know that could do that. But I don't know if I trust that guy's last name, Mr. Hack. Okay. honestly, though, like, it sounds like they're willing to throw people in prison, but, obviously the first way that you stop these things is basically take away their money. And looking at how they've been basically defunding USAID, shutting down all these different places, making all of these crazy DEI moves, and investing in condoms for Gaza and fucking contraceptives for fucking weird people in different countries. I mean, all of this insane shit that they're just blowing taxpayer money on. And on top of all of it, right, like, there's just been this big issue here that's been moving around. I mean, if you go back, how many months was it ago with the Leah Thomas, right? Leah Thomas was an individual that was coming up a lot of that. Let's go look at that career where it is now, right? Oh, right. I think the last thing that we heard from Leah Thomas is that they wouldn't get picked up by any team, right? So it's like we robbed a whole bunch of girls of their dignity and their ability to participate in this sport that they've, some of them were working their whole fucking lives for, right? And I mean, how is it much different than the shit that was going down with the New York or with the Olympic teams, right? Like, they had all those fucking people with that Larry Nassar individual who was diddling all the kids and, touching them in their private parts and shit, fucking all that shit up, man. That's right, Lunchy. Why they got to do that, dude? Why was Larry Nassar all up in their booties and stuff? She's like, Daddy, you're always touching my booty. Yeah, Lunchy, that's different, though. I'm rubbing your booty because I like your little booty because you're my baby. You're my baby. She's my baby. She's my baby. She's my woofers. She's my woofy. She's my woofers. The woofy woofers. Whoa, 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 whoa. So what are you doing? You're getting your good side? Is that your good side right there? This is the side that you like on the camera right there, Lunchy? That's where you're always showing. She's like, yeah, I don't want the other side up there, Daddy. I don't want the other side out there, Papa. You want to eat my finger? This is your finger. I gave her my thumb and my finger, so if she's ever hungry and we don't have food, she can eat those. You got to eat those first. But if not, I've been feeding her lots of burgers, but she's starting to smell like a hamburger a little bit. Ah. Yeah, it's just getting her nice and fat now. She's nice and chunky. She's like, Daddy, don't eat me. I'm not a burger. I don't know, dude. I don't know, bro. It seems like that's going to be big. It seems like that's really going to shake the motions of the world or whatever. That's really going to ruffle the tail feathers of individuals out there. If the letters are worn on your keyboard, you should probably get a new keyboard or get some new keycaps if you have replaceable keycaps. That's why I got a keyboard where you could replace the keycaps, the key buttons, so you can make it last longer. Because that's the worst is like when you have a keyboard and you buy it, but they don't have removable keycaps, so you try to fucking clean it or whatever. And, it doesn't matter how strong a vacuum you got. That's not going to get all that shit out of there. It's not going to get all that shit out of there. That's okay. Sorry, Lunchy. You're laying on the keyboard. You have all this room away from the keyboard, and you still manage to lay on the keyboard every single time. It's like your job. It's like your job, Lunchy. It's like your job. It's like your job, and you do it good, but you make me worry about you sometimes. Okay? You make me worry about it. You make me worry about you. That's from the 5th. I think this was from today. Oh, it's from the 4th. All right. Yeah, I got more in here, I guess, to talk about. I mean, the next thing to move over to is going to be Dodge, right? Dodge is really the next big thing that everybody wants to hear about. Want to hear about what Dodge is doing to the world. See how they're saving us all this money. Right? Well, I don't know if they're actually saving us all this money or anything like that, but allegedly Dodge is doing a good job. So we we should be happy for them. We should be happy with them or something like that. But that's it right there. Dodge. Well, that's a little weird. And I don't like how my How do I make my thing on the other fucking side? Ah, yes. But Dodge has been in the news again. They've been granted access to the U.S. Medicare and Medicaid system. So another place is going to be getting the good old once over. They're going to be looking into those things. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, Musk Dodge has finally gotten their access to that, right? And now, just to be clear, the access that they've received to the Medicare and Medicaid systems is read-only access, so it's not like they can go there and change anything. They just basically have 2 agency veterans of that place working with Dodge to make sure that appropriate access to systems and technologies. But yeah, government efficiency is now looking at the Medicare Medicaid system, and I wonder what they're going to find in there. It's probably going to be, I mean, if anything had a problem in it, I would have thought that it would have been this, right? Like, this would be the place that got the problems, right? It's going to be the place. Why would it be this place, right? CMS, or the Center for Medicare and Medicaid, oversees everything, right? They're the top insurance program for older and disabled Medicare Americans. They do Medicaid for lower income enrollees, and they provide coverage for over 140 million people in the United States of America, which is quite a bit. Actually, quite a bit. Almost half. Almost. They have 2 senior agency veterans, one focused on policy and one focused on operations, who are leading the collaboration with Dodge, including ensuring appropriate access to CMS and technology. And yeah, now they're letting the richest man in the world and his cronies go through the system to see what kind of fat that they're going to be able to trim out of that system. And there hasn't actually been any indication of what they're actually getting out of it just yet. But, you know, I've been seeing this picture floating around a lot on Twitter, actually. On Twitter, on Facebook, I've been seeing this, and then another image with a bunch of people's addresses and shit like that with all the names that you see here. And these people are salty as fuck. But yeah, right now, people are kind of out for blood for the Dodge team, and these are a couple of people that are apparently on it, right? And folks are literally sharing around their addresses and names and shit and saying that they need to get Luigi'd and somebody needs to save America, V for Vendetta. I mean, the shit is fucking crazy, bro. I did not think that it was going to be that nuts. But let me tell you, it's that nuts. Like, I got folks that are like my friends, and I'm literally like, I might have to fucking report you guys to the goddamn FBI and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Right? Like, people are asking for vigilante justice and shit. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah. I don't know. Just look at all these, though. Look at all these people. These are all the Dodge team missionaries. These are all the people that are going through your money. They got a guy on there called Josh Greenbaum. I bet you that guy does finance. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying. That's my guess. Don't be racist. Fuck you. Fuck you. Just saying. Just saying, okay? Chill the fuck out. Yeah. I don't know if it's always like that, though, but you gotta think, why are they just allowing it to happen, man? I mean, those fools are crazy, bro. You don't need to kill nobody, son. Like, what the fuck, dude? You calling them traitors and shit? Shut shit down. They're trying to save you money, bitch. What the fuck? Who lied to you? That's what I want to know. Honestly, that's what I want to know. Representatives have been on site at the agency's office this week and are looking at technology which is systems run, as well as spending that flows through them. Also, the focus on pinpointing on whether they consider fraud or waste. The Dodge representatives are also examining the agency's organizational design and how it is staffed. Referencing the Wall Street Journal report, Musk, without providing evidence, posted, "This is where the big money fraud is happening," on social media. So yeah, that's what Elon Musk is saying. I mean, is that true? I don't know. I mean, it could be true. Seems like there's a possibility that could be a fucking thing. But I don't know just yet, right? I don't know. It's a federal offense to dox a federal unemployment. What is it? Do you think it is? Could be. Yeah, you would have wished you kept your $500K Dodge. Yeah, I wish I would have kept that $1 million Dodge, but instead I kept spending it to pay my rent or whatever. Whatever. People want their money or whatever. They don't see the vision for the future. We want to give you the time. Some people give you the time, though. They're cool. Anyways, one of the systems accessed by Dodge is the CMS for the Acquisition Lifecycle Management System, or the ALMS, which includes information about contracts. And they're citing these contracts and said that Musk allies have not been given access to the databases that include identifiable personal health information for Medicare or Medicaid enrollees. And yes, they can't make changes because their access is read-only. And the U.S. Treasury said that Musk's team has been granted only read-only access to the payment system codes, but denied that it's cut off any government payments, including those of Social Security and Medicaid. Yes. I mean, yeah, dude, it would be really fucked up if Donald Trump just took away Medicaid from a bunch of people, because, like, people would die pretty quickly over that shit. A lot of people are living month to month on Social Security and Medicaid, and if they didn't get that money coming in, they would basically be done for. They would be done. So it will be very interesting to see if this is such a huge place where money is being lost. I want to see it, I want to know, right? Because this is supposed to be our future, right? Like, all of us are paying into Social Security working jobs. All of us are paying into Medicaid working jobs. And here we are looking at this shit, and it just doesn't seem like it's going to be there for us. And I mean, this might be our only chance to actually get a good understanding if that's actually going to be the case or not. Like, how much time do we got left? And if it's going to be bad, how bad is it? And if it's real fucking bad, we got to go ask Elon Musk and say, "Hey, Mr. Musk, how bad is it?" Right? Like, how much more do you want to do? Musk, I should go see his thing, see what kind of stuff that they said today, or see if he said anything about that today. Regulatory information. Tesla engineers preparing for mass production of the Tesla Optimus bot. Oh yeah, dude, looks like they're gonna be building that shit in Fremont, California. Well, I guess I don't see anything of him talking about that, but we do see them talking about USAID a lot. That's pretty interesting. But you got to hand it to Elon Musk. He really positioned himself in an easy spot to basically anything that's getting any play, he can retweet it, make it go viral as fuck or whatever, and then everybody thinks he's smart. Damn, that's a fucking good play. It's a great play. Palladium and rhodium are down 66 and 80% respectively from their all-time high. Wow, that's pretty ripped. That's not good. So maybe you go buy more gold. I bet. It might be a good time to buy right now. Shit, I don't know. What I do know is if I'm on the Dodge team, definitely I hope I have some type of security outfit or something like that. Because if one of these motherfuckers gets got caught in the streets alone, lacking or whatever, some fucking crazy Democrats gonna whoop that ass, homie. They're gonna whoop that ass, homie. Good damn. DOJ approves proposed order to limit access to treasury data. What? I did not hear about this. 3 federal unions sought a temporary injunction blocking Dodge's access to the United States Treasury. Why would they be battling that? Why wouldn't they want them to have access to that? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It seems like they've got something to hide or whatever.
Democrats on the Oversight Committee furious with Elon Musk, attempting to subpoena him to testify about his cutting and slashing as he tries to reshape the federal government. Republican James Comer tried to move business along, but Democrats.
Oh shit, dude, we missed a donation, son. Hold up. Teddy super chatted 99 cents and I didn't even say anything about it, bro. Thank you, Teddy, for that 99 cents, motherfucker. Thanks for the money, bitch. Appreciate that shit. Yeah, I appreciate that shit, actually. Thank you. I just didn't notice it because I have the thing set to not make a noise. I need to set it to make a noise again.
That's refused.
I move that the committee subpoena Elon Musk to come before it as a witness at the earliest possible moment.
The motion is not debatable, as many
Point of order, Mr.
are in
Chairman.
favor of tabling. Point of order, state your point.
Mr. Chairman, I think it's outrageous that this committee will not even entertain a motion.
No, you state your
Chairman, that's not a point of order.
Somebody
You know,
who's breaking the law
agree.
and dismantling our federal
There's
agent
been a
level.
vote.
Wow, they
So
seem
after
like they're
order
real
was
happy.
restored, members then voted on the motion, but it ultimately failed 19-20. Democrat Ro Khanna abstaining from voting. The California lawmaker speaking out now, though, saying he wasn't given enough notice and would have voted yes. Let's bring in our Jay O'Brien. He's on Capitol Hill. Jay, is this what we're going to see in Congress for the next 4 years? In not just this hearing, but
Yeah, I'll go into Lunchy's Food Fund, which is my steak fund or whatever. Hee hee. Anyways, lawyers at the Justice Department agreed to proposed order that would largely prohibit the Treasury Department from sharing sensitive financial data with Elon Musk's Doge Department. Oh, so they want to have read-only access to the Treasury Department too, which I guess is fine, right? You know, special government employees having only access to sensitive data is good in my book, but are they trying to hide anything from these people? You know, you got to really think when you got the auditors coming in and looking at all this stuff, you just kind of let them do it, right? Like, you know, they're gonna find that shit, irregardless of how good you thought you were at whatever it is that you're doing. So you really just got to take the chance and take a second to realize that the only thing that you can do in that particular situation is just say, sorry, right? Sorry. It's really all you could say. Sorry. But them fighting it tooth and nail like this is really starting to show is really telling us where they're going with this whole fucking thing. Right. You know, our news in the US is pretty nuts, man. And obviously, we're going to have people out there that are going to be fighting the Trump administration on a lot of the things that are happening right now. You know, I mean, obviously, people are going to believe what they want to believe. They're going to do what they want to do. So you kind of just got to let them at this point, right? Right? Like if you look at California, obviously, they're going to be one of the first states that's going to say, no, we're not doing anything. Right? We're not withholding youth, or we're not withholding anything for trans youth. We're not changing our ways. We're not doing any of that. The Attorney General, Rob Bonita, told The Guardian that health providers have a duty to provide gender-affirming treatment among all of these Trump attacks. So it's like, it's still going to be business as usual, right? They're going to try to allow this stuff to keep happening in their states, and then they're going to still want to get that federal money, and then they're going to run into the situation where Trump's going to not give them that federal money, right? Well, then National Jones must be somebody else on Twitter or some shit like that. I don't know. But yeah, think about it. If they keep blocking this shit, if they keep fighting with it, it's only going to change nothing for them, right? They're just going to lose their federal funding. That's going to be the number one tactic that Trump has in this entire thing, right? Now I'm just looking through the actual news things to see, wonder what else is going on besides the big thing in the United States. Thousands across the U.S. protest Trump and Elon. Wow. No way. So people are really pissed off about Project 2025 and everything that's going on. I thought that shit wasn't even going to happen, but apparently I'm wrong. 50 days, 50 protests, 1 day. And they got people standing outside of the capitals. I didn't even go look to see if there was people outside the capital of Carson City. Last time I checked, though, the capital of Carson City was under construction. So it would be kind of hard for them to stand in front of it because there's like a bunch of fucking gates and shit around it or whatever. There's not that much sidewalk. So they'd just be standing in the middle of the road, I guess. Hate won't make America great. Oh, great. Okay, cool. Did not vote for Musk. Okay, cool. But you voted for N95 masks? Tight. Reject Project 2025. Resist oligarchy. Ban Nazis, not immigrants. Nice. They got people with the Mexico flags. Got some dude with the Mexico jersey. Damn, son. I mean, do you feel like you're not standing with the American people, or do you just feel like you're not standing with the immigrants? I don't know. We're the voice of the undocumented. Fight ignorance, not immigrants. Build bridges, not walls. No one is illegal on stolen land. Yeah, you stole it. You stole the land. I mean, that's what they all say, right? Some of these places that we used to live in used to be Mexico, as I heard at one point. And then, yeah, we took it over. It's ours now. You know, you can cry about it being stolen or whatever. Come try to steal it back from us. Oh, I think you guys already did. And now y'all are getting deported and then you get mad. So it's like, we played your game. You didn't win. Who you mad? Why are you mad at us? Wow, dude, look at that right there, dude. A thoroughly American fascist pig, Mein Kampf. That's pretty good. Oh, and look at it's one of the RevComs. It's one of the Revolution Communist Group guys. The RevComs. Wow, dude, they had the RevComs. Those guys are at every fucking protest, bro. Every anti-government protest, doesn't matter what side it is. Those motherfuckers are there. Those motherfuckers are always there. Mm-hmm. Can you believe Enron's still going up? You just put your money into it? Well, that seems like a stupid idea, but, you know. You do you, dog. If you make money, though, you got to make me a fat donation. If you don't, I'll come to your house. I'll take it from you, from your piggy bank. I'll be like, coming in your window. You'll try to shoot at me. The bullets will bounce off and shit. And I'll be like, seriously, bro? Like, how long have you been watching this fucking show? And I'll just be like, in your piggy bank, opening it up, taking all your change and shit, and just being all like, it's mine now. Close it. Fucking go back out the window. Disappear. Shit would be funny. Anyways, I don't know how Elon's getting the money to go to Mars. Probably like deporting all these people. He's just going through all of the government programs to audit them so that we can go to Mars and then we can get to that alien superstructure and then we own it and we have all this stuff and then the doom shit happens and then the fucking hell is busted open on everything. And then the doom guy shows up and he can't really save all of us, but you know what? He does save some people. You gotta think, dude. This is crazy, bro. Look at all these fucking signs, bro. Look at all these damn signs, bro. All these buildings, too. That's so many. So many people. Wow, they even have little signs and stuff that people got printed out or whatnot. Looks real different than the inauguration, I guess. I guess it really does. Hard work, 7 days a week. I'll donate some Chihuahua coins for Lunchy. Oh, Chihuahua coins? They have Chihuahua coins or whatever? Nah, we only accept Bitcoins, bitch. Woo! Just kidding. Take your Dodge coins, though, too. Give me your Dogecoins. You know, why is everybody worried about Mars? Is it because of this shit right here? Why is everyone talking about the square structure captured on Mars? Should we send astronauts to Mars to investigate? Ask Elon Musk. And then Elon Musk is like, oh, yeah, we could use one of my rockets to get there. How convenient. How fucking convenient. But yes, there has been a square structure, square shape captured on Mars that people are are freaking out about because squares don't happen in nature very often unless it's like bismuth or some shit like that. Real hard to get a super big square out there unless the conditions are very just perfectly right. But a lot of people are thinking maybe this is the ruins of the Jews' original home planet that they destroyed. Yeah, maybe it's that. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who really knows? Not me. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Apophis is definitely going to hit us. Well, that's okay. You know, maybe they'll be able to take it out. But yes, these rocks that are showing up and people are getting eyeballs on it. But yes, it is a real image. It's super real. The real photo of a square shaped structure that was captured by the Mars Global Surveyor, the orbiter's camera, and it can be viewed at the Mars Image Explorer. There you go. That's it right there, baby. And it says both these images were edited to make the square shape clearer. Yes, that's all they were done. All they did was change the value a little bit so that you could see that it was definitely a square. Yeah, dude. Could be like a basketball field or something like some dude's house or whatever that got wiped out. I don't know. See, like that's like the original one. You can see it. And then when they do the edited one, it's like you can see the square. It's a square. Yeah. It's a square, bro. Look at this, man. It's a square, man. So, are you with Elon? Should we send some people to Mars to go check that shit out? You think? You think that was what Elon's thing is now? You're gonna like, yeah, dude. Now we know. Now we know the stories are true. There was beings on Mars and they wiped themselves out. So let's go steal their technology. It's probably sick. Yeah, it's probably sick. Maybe it's a basketball field. Maybe it's a, could be just some dude's house. Could be like a workshop of some kind. Could be like a hovel, a space house. I mean, I don't know. Could it be proof of life beyond our own? Maybe. Possibly. I just don't think too many people care about any of that. No. Wow. Ooh, let's see. What else is pissing off the people in the world today? New Attorney General moves to align Justice Department with Trump's priorities. Oh, that's got to piss them off. Pam Bondi coming in, getting confirmed, automatically getting in line with the Trump policies and being like, yeah, dude, you do some bullshit, we're going to come after you. We're going to prosecute you, bitch. Yep. On her first day of the job, she signed 14 memos addressed to the Justice Department employees. Some directors rollback guidelines put in place under the Biden administrations, while others strike new ground. Many appear to offer details to implement executive orders that President Trump signed, including the weaponization of the federal government on combating anti-Semitism. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. See, yeah, that's where you get in there, like anti-Semitism, not allowed anymore. Definitely not allowed. You are not allowed to tell the truth about the Jewish people, or you're going to get labeled an anti-Semite and they're going to get you banned, right? And that's the big thing that's happening right now. I think that a lot of people don't see is that all these moves that Trump is making, and you could celebrate Pam Bondi and all this other stuff, but Trump signed a fucking order, an executive order, basically making it so that they could kick people out of the country if they were being anti-Semitic, which is crazy to think because, we're not even part of Israel or whatever. But, he's making moves to try to take over Gaza, right? I think he's making a scene pretty clear about what he wants. And that's going to be one of the first things that they're actually going after, right? Weaponization Working Group, which is tasked in reviewing the activities of all department and agencies exercising civil or criminal enforcement authority in the United States. Yeah. Trump and Biden both argued that the department under Biden administration unfairly targeted conservatives, most notably Trump himself. Trump was charged with 2 federal cases, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a ball sack about any of it? All we should really think about it is just, yeah, things are happening. They're really trying to wrap up, but it's just really crazy how the focus just keeps coming back over to Israel over and over and over and over and over and over again. Makes you really wonder what's going to happen when you finally see somebody like Kash Patel get actually confirmed, and then, what are we really going to do with all that? You know, we're regulating free speech. We're taking people's normal understandings away from all of this stuff, and then we're all supposed to just be okay with it. I mean, I'm not, but am I the one that's making all the rules and shit these days? No, sir. No, sir. But they're lifting the moratorium on execution and instructing federal prosecutors to seek the death penalty in cases involving murder of law enforcement officials and capital crimes, and especially ones committed by aliens who are illegally present in the United States, which is pretty crazy to think about. Not the stuff that you would have thought would have been happening from the very, very get-go, but yet here we are looking at it happening, and So wait a minute, we got more winter storms up in the Great Lakes. That sucks or whatever. Trump's demand that U.S. aid workers return home sparks outrage. Yeah, well, of course it's going to spark outrage for all these people that have been so used to working from their houses. Yeah. Anxiety overseas, outrage in Washington. I mean, come on, guys. You could be frustrated or whatever. President made a directive. Nobody really cares what you got going on. And he's given them more than enough time, more than enough carte blanche to, if they got issues or problems, they don't have to leave immediately. But, they got to submit for that shit. They can't just take it. They just can't do it. So you got to think about that. I don't know, bro. It feels good, but at the same time, it feels bad. I don't know what's big in the world news. UN chief warns against ethnic cleansing after Trump's Gaza proposal. Oh, yeah, for sure. No, for sure. That actually definitely seems like ethnic cleansing to me, for sure. I mean, even if they're not killing people or whatever, I mean, is that like ethnic cleansing? That's a big thing. Donald Trump's proposal for the United States takeover of Gaza, U.S. of Gaza, was met with anger and blood rejection from regional allies, delight from Israel's far right, and a warning against ethnic cleansing from the head of the UN. That's the same UN that Trump was like, yeah, fuck the UN, and fuck all y'all bitches. We ain't paying you no money. Y'all need to pay your own shit. So their Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, planned to tell a UN meeting on Wednesday that it is essential to avoid any form of ethnic cleansing after U.S. president says that he wanted to own Gaza and resettle its Palestinian residents somewhere else. Which, I mean, by definition, ethnic cleansing is what Israel is always doing. What Trump is proposing doesn't sound like ethnic cleansing. It sounds like resettlement and leaving. But that's the thing, is that what if they don't want to leave or whatever? Or what if they're Hamas and then they start shooting at people and then we kill them? Then that's definitely going to feel ethnic cleansing-y. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be real ethnic cleansing in my book. So we're kind of we're in between a Jew and a hard place right now. Is what it really seems like. And we got dynamite, which ain't good. Ain't good. So an unusually broad wave of international outrage and condemnation followed Trump's shocking announcement after meeting with the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. Yes, Germany warned that the plan violated international law, and Brazil's president described it as incomprehensible, with China stating it had posed a forced transfer. Yes. Yep. which is really weird thinking about this because China's got the whole one China policy with Taiwan, and it would be really weird to see a forced transfer thing happen. And if they tried to actually do that in Gaza, if Trump did, well, then, Taiwan would be doing that shit, would be having to deal with that shit. So, yeah, I really don't think that they're really thinking this thing through, right? Because definitely don't have the international support on that one that they need. But I mean, it sounds like they don't really fucking care, to be perfectly honest with you. Trump was untouched by hours of global criticism, telling reporters at the Oval Office that everybody loves the plan and swearing in his new Attorney General Pam Bondi. Yeah, I don't think everybody loves the plan. I think of your, what's it called, far right Jewish loving people in your cabinet that would, literally slit their own throat and lie just so that Israel can be a place. I think those are the only people that are telling you that they love the plan, because every single person that I've talked to, yeah, they joke, but yeah, they don't love it. They don't love it, right? Yeah, back to the Middle East doesn't sound like where we need to be right now. Sounds like the exact opposite thing that would need to happen in order to make America great. And I just don't think that Donald Trump has the hot chutzpah to make it happen. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, I love the guy, but like literally political suicide and backing the super wrongest horse of the world. I don't care if your kids marry Jews. Like, Jesus Christ, man. You can't just fucking move a bunch of people out of the spot and start building hotels and shit. Think that everybody's going to be okay with it. No, motherfucker, they're not. They're going to attack us, and they're going to attack that place relentlessly. Watch. And maybe that's what you want. I don't know. I don't know. Both regional critics and supporters recognize that Trump's vision for the Riviera of the Middle East is novel only in seeking to insert the U.S. directly into the heart of one of the most volatile conflicts, longest-running conflicts in the world. It is premised on emptying Gaza of its residents, effectively calling for an ethnic cleansing, and following decades of debates in the Israeli right over whether Palestinians can be forced from the territory or encouraged to leave with economic incentives. Which is right? Trump saying, yeah, we'll just buy it off of them. We'll just pay them all money and resettle them, and it'll be fine. I don't see what the fucking problem is. Palestinians, you got bombed to hell by these Israeli fucking monsters. Do you want to keep getting bombed by Israeli monsters, or do you want us to build you homes and shit and pay a bunch of money and then just let us have it? And then if they start bombing us, well, then we'll fucking butt fuck them. Doesn't seem like that's what's going to be happening. Seems like in the middle of us building it, we would be getting all kinds of crazy Israeli settlers like trying to pop up and build their little shanty towns or whatever. And then U.S. soldiers would have to be taking them down because that's ours, bitch. I don't know, man. Seems fucked up. Emptying Gaza of its residents, calling for an ethnic cleansing, getting rid of all of them. He wants the neighboring countries that are heavily dependent on U.S. aid and military support, including Egypt, Jordan, to offer them new homes to the 2.3 million Gaza residents, even though when Trump mentioned how many people were in Gaza, he said 1.7 million. Did he not? Yes, that's what he said. So, the main number is 2.3 million people, but the actual number Trump said was 1.7 billion people. So, seems like we're missing like 600,000 Palestinians somewhere. I'm pretty sure not all of them got out of there. So, I don't know, man, but it's the first time that the numbers have looked pretty fucked up. 600,000 people dead is quite a lot. It's obviously not that much, but we kind of already know that it is that much. So, addressing Trump's plan on Wednesday, the White House press secretary Caroline Leavitt said it does not mean boots on the ground at Gaza, following Trump saying on Tuesday, if it's necessary, we'll do that. If asked if might involve military forces. So, yeah, Trump, I don't know how we would take over Gaza without it. You know what I mean? I don't know how that would work. Doesn't seem like it would work. Right? Seems like somebody smoking a little fucking crack, if you ask me. Like, the only way that we're going to be able to get Gaza, I mean, we're not even talking about the West Bank, right? And that's the other weird thing that, we're not hearing about is, the West Bank, right? Like, they want all of that, but it doesn't belong to them. It belongs to somebody else. But they're just trying to shuffle everybody into Egypt and Jordan because obviously they can't send anybody into Syria because it's just another war zone, right? So think about that. They're basically really, really pushing Egypt and Jordan to do this. And, is Saudi Arabia going to get behind it and start investing money into this shit? It just doesn't seem possible, right? It just seems like without there actually being United States troops on the ground, pushing the Palestinians out and basically helping the Jews ethnically cleanse Gaza, Palestine, then there's just really no way around it, right? Like, they could try to get some of these people to move out of there and shit, but we're going to run into a situation where there's literally United States soldiers that are standing next to the IDF soldiers who are just, going to do their shit normally, start mowing people down and stuff like that. And then, we're going to get conflicts between them. And there's going to be a whole culture shock. I don't know, man. Seems all fucked up, bro. All fucked up. It's the most fucked up part of this whole entire thing. I don't know how they're going to change it, but, this isn't the plan. But if it is the plan, well, it's a stupid fucking plan. She also characterized U.S. president as being committed to temporarily relocating Palestinians from Gaza. Yeah, the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, loves the Jewish people, said that Trump's plan was not meant as a hostile move. Yeah, I don't know how people are going to see it anything other than that, but that's where we are now. Saudi Arabia is among the first of the countries to reject Trump's project to reimagine Gaza as a real estate prospect, and perhaps the most consequential. Of course, yeah, Saudi Arabia is not going to be down with that. They're the ones with the big money. They're the ones that are going to be making all the big moves and shit like that. And if Trump doesn't have their support for that shit, it's basically over because there's no way that he's going to be able to strong arm Egypt and Jordan into that shit. I mean, he's good, but he ain't that good, motherfucker. You might be like make a big deal money good, but you ain't gonna be take in all these fucking refugees good. I ain't gonna give you that, sir. I'm sorry. And if you don't have Saudi Arabia on your back, on your side on that whole situation, well, then you're basically just fucked out there, my boy. Like, you could keep moving forward with Israel all you want, but ultimately you're just going to get all of those 7 countries on our asses, and it's going to be bad for us. So I don't see a lot of sense here. I don't see a lot of sense, man. I don't see a lot of sense. It doesn't fix the timeline at all. At all. Let's see. A deal establishing diplomatic relations with Israel is potentially lucrative prize pursued enthusiastically by Joe Biden and Trump during their first terms and backed by Netanyahu. Riyadh was quick to announce its unequivocal rejection of any attempt to displace Palestinians from their land. The Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has ruled out normalizing ties without the establishment of an independent Palestinian state, and the foreign ministry said in a statement. Jordan's King Abdullah, who faces a difficult face-to-face meeting with Trump in Washington next week, also rejected any attempt to annex land and displace the Palestinians. They're all rejected it. What is he going to start saying? That he's going to bomb and shit them stuff, dude? Like, that's going to lose his base so fucking fast. Like, it's so crazy. It was not the first time that he had made Jordan positions clear. The country has already hosted more than 2.7 million Palestinian refugees, and accepted people from Gaza under duress would have a destabilizing effect. Yeah, that's right. 5 billion Palestinians, right? Because it's 2.3 million plus 2.7 billion. 2.7 billion have already been displaced into a completely different country, and things aren't going well. But why not? Let's just displace the rest of them into that country. Let's just do that. It'll work just fine. It'll be fine. It'll be good. Then we make the Riviera. It's fine. No, it's not fine. Right? Like, things need to happen. People need to get their land back. And I don't think annexation is the answer in any way, but it's showing us that this is what they're going to be moving forward with. And he ain't got any good ties with anybody out there. And what he's talking about is blatantly a serious violation of international law. Not that we actually care about the ICC or anybody that actually handles the international law, as we've shown over the last couple of years. But, it's kind of fucked, bro. Like, the whole situation to me is pretty fucked. Like, I don't know how that we're supposed to make this a little bit better. I don't know how it's supposed to change people's thoughts or feelings on this. Basically just looks like, yeah, they don't give a shit about anything that we have to talk about. They don't give two shits about it, dude. They don't give two shits. But who's it making happy? Oh, it's making Israel happy. They're the ones that are fucking happy. Yeah, let's see. Rwanda genocide. Population graph. Divided by ethnicity. Wait, that's not a population graph. Is this a population graph? What the bitch ass? Yeah. Graph of the week. Rwanda, a puzzling tale. Rwandan genocide. Population just begins to decline due to famine and civil war. Yeah, it looks like a really big drop in their growth. Yeah, dude. Yeah, look at the Palestine population graph. State of Palestine. Yeah, it goes up over 5,000 people. So yeah, half of them have been over half of them has been displaced, and now they're just trying to get rid of the rest of them. It's a travesty, bro. This shit is just a travesty, son. Visualizing Palestine. Look at this. So let's see. British Mandate of Palestine. 100,000 Palestinians expelled from Palestine and forced to leave their homes. 480,000 Jewish immigrants. From 1948 to 1966, the Nakba and the formation of the Israeli state, where the Israelis were murdering Palestinians indiscriminately. Yeah. There was 1.2 million Jewish immigrants granted instant citizenship under the Israeli return law, and they evacuated 750,000 Palestinians. And then, displaced 3,500. And then, look at that. Another 2,000 Jewish immigrants with instant citizenship for the occupation of the West Bank and Gaza. Wow. So before 2018, the total of Palestinians displaced was 1.7 million, with the total of 3.7 million Jewish immigrants. I mean, it's pretty crazy to watch that they're literally trading people out. And I still don't think that there's more Israelis. I mean, if you got all the Palestinians and put them back into their country or whatever, how many people are in Israel? What is Israel's population? I mean, that's a lot of immigration, bro. Israel's built on immigration, except for you got to be Jewish in order to immigrate there. If not, you can fuck off. Yeah, how many non-Jews live in Israel? Let's see. Less than 2 million. God, think about that. After the collapse of Soviet Union, 2 million Russian Jews immigrated to Israel. Of course, yeah, because they got instant citizenship. I don't know, man. Seems real fucked up, bro. Seems real fucked up. What's this? 11 died in the worst mass shooting in Sweden's history. What the hell, bro? Sweden? Wow. A mass shooting in an adult education facility in Sweden on Tuesday was the deadliest such incident in history, with 11 people killed, including the alleged shooter. Wow. That's pretty insane. Being confined to a classroom with the fear for your own life is a nightmare that no one should have to witness. The shooting at Rikssaga Slokan complex in Örebro, Sweden began midday, with police issuing an alert that the school was under threat of deadly violence. Wow, dude. We're having fucking school shootings in Sweden now. We're having school shootings in Sweden now. I'm sure I'm going to read about this on fucking Kiwi Farms later. Jesus. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely an ethno state. I like backing ethno states. Wow. I'm going to have to look up into that a little bit more later. I haven't really heard about anything. Wow. The world news only has 2 pages. Where's the rest of the world news, Google? The fuck? Maybe it's because I have this on. Yeah, literally, they're only showing me 2 news sources on that page. That thing's usually long as fuck. What the hell? It's usually like that. You only got 4 big world news things for me? Yeah, well, what? What? Yeah, that's a little weird, dude. That's a little weird. Death of Robert Brooks, inmate beaten in New York prison by the guards, is ruled a homicide. Ah, somebody got beaten to death by prison guards? That sucks. Latest radar evidence suggests that Black Hawk in DC disaster was flying too high, but NTSB wants more proof. Obviously, it was flying too high. It was at 400. It was at 400 feet. It should only been 200 feet. Arrested some South American bitches. Lifesaver warnings are on the line because of Trump. Wham. Well, it looks like everything's pretty much good. Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. What does they want? They want the map of Greater Israel. That's their plan, right? Greater Israel. That's what they want. They want to take over Jordan and Iraq and Syria and part of Egypt for their kingdom, right? And it's weird, they said they want to send all the immigrants over to Palestine, but in order for them to actually create this thing right here, right? Like, there's already a shitload of Palestinian immigrants in Jordan, and that means that they would have to displace them again. So, anybody that says that they're a Zionist or down with this plan or whatever is basically the enemy of humanity and the enemy of all that is good in the world. Because for this to happen, untold amount of bloodshed and evil need to be pushed forward. So if you try to say that this is what you're about, honestly, it just means that you're a piece of shit. Full stop. Like, I don't care what your fucking ethnicity is. It's fucking stupid. So, think about that shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, I got shit to do tomorrow, so it's time for me to leave you guys, and hope that you have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'm pretty sure some interesting stuff is probably going to be coming down the pipeline for tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. But at least for now, we can all just be here together and happy that, things are moving forward. They may not be moving forward in a very good way, but things are moving forward. Yep, they are. So appreciate you guys being here with me. If you like what we do here, make sure you hit the like button, share it with your friends, make a comment, do whatever. And I will most definitely see you guys again on the next one. Much love to you. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Manchweld is out. Time for me to go deal with some other bullshit. hopefully everything works out all right. All right, bye now.